So we're going to do an unboxing, and I bought the most grodiest vintage costume jewelry bracelet I could find on eBay. And I made an offer for 15 bucks, and I see other people selling the same one for 125 to 150 bucks, but it's grody to the max. So let's see what it is, and let's see if we can make this thing shine like a new penny. Yikes. All right, so this thing has seen way better days. And I don't know exactly how old it is. I'm going to guesstimate it by looking at it. And hold on. All right. It's a Cameo bracelet. Oh, I have it upside down. It's a Cameo bracelet, and I believe it's from the 1920s, 1930s. Could be as late as the 40s. But this is an older piece. And it has 5 cameos. And it's filigree. So what you see here, this is a filigree. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to be gold over silver, or if it's actually like silver filigree. And filigree is like wire work, like open work going throughout the piece. Now, if we look at it, it's not the best cameo. So if you're collecting a cameo bracelet, you know what I mean, and you're like really a big collector, you're going to want to look for the best examples of the cameo carvings. These are just mediocre, because this was made to be a tourist piece. It was made to be something that you brought back from Italy. Let me just see. This has a hook closure. I don't know if you can see that. But this is grody to the max. And I believe the cameos are not carved out of shell. Let me just look at the back of them. Yeah. It looks like it's abalone. Yeah. Okay, abalone. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Or abalone. Abalone. It's spelled A-B-O-L-E-N-E. Abalone. And it's like a mother of pearl type of deal. It comes from an abalone shell. I like this one. Look at the iridescence of that. But this thing is filthy. And so I was really grateful when the seller sold this to me for only 15 doll hairs. So let's get out the Simicrone and try to clean this and shine this up like a new penny, which I will also clean with dish detergent each of the cameos. So like we could see the little cameo ladies. And I clean that with a soft toothbrush, and then I oil the shells with mineral oil, not olive oil, because that gets funky. And it conditions the shells and makes them last for many more years without cracks. All right, so let's get out the Simicrone, and we'll do a simulation, an ASMR simulation of restoration video. If you're ever going to do something like this, you always want to do a spot test to make sure. Now, I believe, I haven't tested it, I believe this is 800 coin silver, which is 80% silver. That was very popular around this time. I do not see a marking, but you want to get on a spot. I'm going to get an old beat up, dirty, stained dish towel. And you always want to do an inconspicuous spot. I'm going to do a piece on the back and see if it, the Simicrone, which is a German polish. It's a polishing paste for all different kinds of metals. I want to see if it's going to cause an issue. So we're going to do a small spot. And I'm going to take a Q-tip for this one instead of a polishing rag. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of this pink stuff out and find an inconspicuous spot to try to clean. And let me see what happens, what kind of chemical reaction we get here. And I just want to make sure that I don't damage the actual bracelet. And oh, wow, that's telling me this is most likely silver. Silver leaves these black stains. And I'm going to just like take a quick peek at how it's coming along. And I just want to wipe off the polish as much as I can, just to see if that it didn't like take off a layer. It could be silver plated as well. A layer of metal, because we don't want to damage this. All right, so let me just go around and keep buffing it. And I'm just going to take a quick look. And compared to that, you see a big difference, and it hasn't damaged the bracelet. Very good. All right, let's try to take a peek at that. All right, so I cleaned it, and let me tell you, I had I almost lost it moment, like from the Christmas Story. Did you ever see that movie, A Christmas Story, where when the old man's flat tire happened, the little boy goes out, Ralphie, and the father's handing him the bolts, and he says, "Hold on to the bolts, son," and then the son dropped the bucket with the bolts in it, and they flew up in the air, and he said, "Fuck." One of the links broke off, like the little loop holding each cameo section together, and it flew up in the air, and I couldn't find it. It was so microscopic, and I did find it. I ended up finding it. I got my jewelry repair kit out, and yes, okay, so I cleaned it, and it looks so beautiful. Look at this. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, now it's not upside down anymore, or is it? Okay, let's zoom in. And we can see it's sort of like a gold wash over vermeil. It's like what's known as vermeil. Vermeil over silver. And this is absolutely stunning. And it was a $15 bracelet. I see other sellers selling it on eBay. The same bracelet for about $125 to $150. So we did really good, boys and girls. All right, so I just wanted to see if the bracelet would close after my little mishap. And it does close, and look how beautiful it is. So I think that this was a tourist piece that you would bring back from Italy, probably from the 20s to the 40s. Not 100% sure how old these are. These are very hard to date. But I know the filigree style was really popular during the Art Deco period, so the early and mid 20th century. So it could be easily also from the 40s or 50s. I don't know for sure, but wow. This was some bargain and a half. So the beauty of this bracelet is it's flanked by the largest cameo in the center, followed by smaller cameos going throughout the piece, which are highly luminescent because it's abalone shell or abalone shell. You can see at different angles how they shimmer with almost like a rainbowing effect. I don't know if you could see that. Now, this isn't your best carved cameos, but it was a grand tour piece, a grand tour of Europe. Somebody would have went to Europe and brought one of these back as part of their trip to Europe. And look at these, quite beautiful. And again, look at the shimmery effect with the shell. Did you see that? Oh my God. And it cleaned up and shined up like a new penny. Now, as always, on any kind of costume jewelry or fashion designer jewelry, or even fine jewelry, price is very subjective. What one person is willing to spend, another person is not willing to spend. And you can see this is just absolutely stunning for $15. So let's see some other ones that we can find on the internet. Now, there's one that I always look for, and it always goes for super high when it goes on eBay auction. And it's one with glass, like almost like emerald cut or ruby cut stones. And let's go ahead and go look at some of the other comparables out there. All right, so here's some comparables. Some of them are really, really unusual. And let's zoom in. This one is a carved shell. This is actually not like abalone or mother of pearl. Abalone or mother of pearl. This one, look at that. That one is really, really spectacular, and it's large. And what's something like this selling for on eBay? $199. Really quite beautiful. All right, so here's some others you might find, I don't know, floating around on Poshmark or Mercari or eBay. We have some that are shell cameos. And you can see very, very pretty. Some will come in the original boxes. This one is 800 silver filigree, $179. Then we got, sometimes they come with matching pieces like earrings and brooches. And this one's quite lovely. This is shell carved cameo. And this is $188. 1910, like the teens, Edwardian Victorian era painted cameo, $168. That one is not a real shell cameo. It probably is porcelain. Here we have another one, and this is the type that I like, that I was telling you about, with the little glass gems that look like real emeralds, rubies, sapphires, or aquamarines or amethysts. Really quite lovely. Look at this one. This one is being sold. This is actually a necklace and bracelet pair for $150. Sometimes they came with whole sets. Here's the 18 karat gold filled, which is not, solid gold, stamped 800 silver. 145.25. This one has real shell cameos. Here's a whole entire set. Look at this. It comes with a necklace and it looks like earrings, and it comes with a brooch and the bracelet, and this whole entire set is a total, oh my God, is that a bargain and a half? 195.85. Oh my God, if you see this, jump on this offer. Here's another one. This has paste or glass gems, and we have like a cameo in between that. And that one is a 6-panel filigree Italian Victorian revival piece for $277. Poshmark even has one for $320. And this has regular shell cameos, not abalone or abalone. Here's another set. And Cameo. I don't know if that was a brand, but it's a Mexico jewelry vintage Cameo hand-carved set. $350. A lot of these came in sets. And we see very lovely ones. Here's a really nice one. Again, carved cameo shell, $135. Now here's the one with the gems that I told you I really want to add to my collection. Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And this is a vintage antique Victorian style silver filigree piece, $139. Here we got another piece right here. This is with clip-on earrings, and it's upside down, and it's actually carved shell cameos. It's not mother of pearl. What the heck? Victorian 18 karat gold cameo link bracelet. Yeah, we can't afford that. Now those are really fine cameos. And here we have more 800 silver filigree bracelet. And here we go. And it comes with a ring. Really quite lovely with carved shell cameos. 168, 57, 149.50. We got a 7 shell cameo filigree piece. This one's not that great. It's carved shell, 149. And then we have here we go, Art Nouveau necklace, $210. It's actually not actually from the Art Nouveau era, which was from the 1890s to about 1905 or so. This is actually a revival piece. During the 20s and 30s, there was a resurgence in the Victorian Art Nouveau style, and a lot of people mistake these for actual antiques. That one being sold for $210. And you can see it just keeps on going. This one's $319.20. Comes with the bracelet, the necklace. It looks like it comes with earrings and a brooch. And this is a carved shell. That's a decent price. Actually, $319.20. You get a whole set. Here we go. Here's another carved shell. I don't see too many abalones or mother of pearl versions of these for $299. And there we go. Here's another one with the gems. And it comes with a matching necklace, filigree. $139. So we're seeing all the different variations of these, and you can see it just keeps, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And here we go. Look how beautiful. A lot of these are carved shells. I don't see too many that are abalone or mother of pearl. So you can imagine my happiness of getting this at only 15 doll hairs. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. And more cameos and more vintage costume and fine jewelry that are antique and possibly vintage from the Deco era is on its way. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up, please. See you guys all on the next one.